Welcome everybody to this week's edition of the VWA's Velocity. We got some great matches up here for tonight, including our first matchup having another person debuting. That's right. Miri is going to be debuting here tonight. In fact, just in a few moments. Trying to think of what else I should mention for that. At least for the first few matchups. We got a lot of stuff going on, at least in the next couple of matchups. So just give me 1 second though. We'll just do this. Okay. So yes, match card for tonight. First matchup here will get underway in just a few moments. We will have Mayako Kistune taking on Miri in Miri's first matchup here on the VWA. And then in our second matchup for tonight, we will have our champion Hana, the world champion Hana, taking on Nyx, who debuted last week. And I believe a winning effort in the multi-man match. There's a few people that debuted last week. And I'm pretty sure she was one of them and she won that matchup. Third matchup here, a rivalry matchup. Petra facing off against FeFe in a last woman standing matchup. That one I'm looking forward to quite a bit. And then our fourth matchup here, we have Froot taking on Xiulan. Xiulan came into the VWA last week in a triple threat match against Pikami and Snuffy, and she won that matchup. So maybe she'll be able to win that matchup against Froot, but Froot is a tough cookie to break. We'll see. Fifth matchup, another rivalry matchup as Selen takes out Uruka in another submission matchup. Not the first time I've seen that, and probably not the last either. Tag team matchup for our semi-main event as Nyanners and Gura will team up again with each other again, taking on Ushio, Ibi, and Mako. Sameshima. Last week, it was Nyanners and Gura teaming up against Ibi and IronMouse. This week, now Ibi's teaming up with Mako. Kind of weird, but that's how things work out in the end. And then in tonight's main event, probably our biggest matchup of tonight, in my opinion, we're gonna have the Fatal 4-Way between Yancha, IronMouse, Lumi, and DM. That one is just a normal Fatal 4-Way matchup, but that is our one free-for-all. Oh, there goes my phone. Ha! That is our one multi-woman matchup that is not a tag team match, which is quite insane. We're going to kick things off here with our first matchup here, which, again, we have the polls that people can vote for. Got 5 minutes on this one because I figured it would be a little too long if I went with 6 minutes like I did last night. But 5 minutes should cover enough time for people to get some votes in for both participants and stuff like that. So, with that in mind, I would comment about something about Miri and the Kistune matchup, but the problem is that these two really haven't had enough time to shine. Kistune has been in a couple matchups already, whereas Miri's making her debut tonight. It's gonna be interesting to see how she'll pull things off in her debut. Now the thing is as well, because Miri is debuting, I am expecting a victory from Miri because of the fact that the last 5 people who have debuted here in the VWA have all won their matchups both on Renegade and Velocity. So it's not like Miri's got some pressure or anything like that. Absolutely not. Set it on the ringside for this matchup here. There we go. As you can see, we've kind of changed the set a little bit compared to the last few times that we've seen this arena. It's changed up a little bit. Let's spice things up a little bit. Let's spice things up.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from London, England, Wolf Good Girl Key.
We are just around the corner for Invasion, so it's going to be interesting to see where these two will be put after this matchup in terms of if they're going to be on the card or not. A win here tonight by either or will spike them up pretty high. I mean, especially for Miri, because she's debuting tonight. Kitsunen's been in a few matchups already, but the one person that has not is this girl right here. She's making her grand debut for Velocity. I'm curious to see what kind of moveset Miri's coming out with tonight, because it's not very often we'll find people anymore, at least, with unique movesets. So we'll see what she's got under her belt. And if you are wondering as to why I'm a little bit, the energy's kind of toned down tonight, is because I am tired, and it was a rough day today. It was a rough day today, but it's all good. Yes, as you could also tell, we did change up how the arena looks itself. Both Renegade and Velocity, as of just recently, have gone through some minor changes to their arenas. Got some new looks for both brands and stuff like that. Figured it was kind of necessary at the same time. The moving over to Twitch, the VWA moving over to Twitch, kind of necessary in one hand. It'll be interesting to see how these two match up, though. Kitsunen's got some experience, whereas Miri, of course, doesn't really have any experience at all. But for now, remember that people who debut on either Velocity or Renegade, at least the last like 5, 6, maybe 7 times, I've lost count at this point, but they have all won their matchups and stuff like that. I mean, you could possibly count Merriweather in that because he technically won his debut matchup against me. But the reason why I put an asterisk next to that is because he only won it because I gave him a low blow and the referee was in full view of that. So a thrilling opener, though. I will say, even though I don't know much about these two in terms of in-ring action, still, this is good. This is going to turn out to be quite different from what we're probably going to be seeing here all throughout the night. I mean, both our first 2 matchups have a ton of people who really don't have much experience in this sort of field just quite yet. Or at least one hand, yes. Bell's underway. Opening matchup underway. Uh-oh. Oh, Mayako with a nice little face buster to start things off. Miri with a headbutt to the back. Now an underhook. Ooh, toss. Underhook toss to the side. And a kick to the legs. Double axe handle to the back. Gets an ink fighting back. Ooh. Whipped into the corner. Ooh, missed with a knee. And Miri comes back with a clothesline. Miri got a hold of that head. Oh! Slammed hard right into the mat. Kick to the head. And a knee to the head now. Miri looking to go high risk now. Holy shit. Oh! Top rope elbow to the heart. Oh. Little arm drag reversal there. Oh. And a punch to the gut by a reversal off the ropes. Wait. Oh my god. I'm going to do I want to say some sort of springboard move, but Kistune just stepped out of the way. Gonna work on that head now. Oh, just barely connected with the stomp. Now working on the legs. Oh, Miri with a reversal. Missed with the punch. I'll talk more about that here in a second. Here comes a stun gun to the top rope. And Kistune looking for a cover. 1 count there. Oh, kick to the back. There's a brain buster there. Kistune, a nice little brain buster there. Over into the corner. Oh, missed with the kick in the corner. Uh-oh. What's Miri thinking? Oh my god. I don't even know what to call that move. I got her a 2 count either way. That was... I don't know. What could you call that? I have no clue. Oh. He could have bridged that to a cover, but Kistune not going for the cover just yet. Kistune looking, though. Looking for something. Trying to upset. Trying to pull the upset. Ooh. I couldn't tell if that was a stomp or if that was an axe leg thing. No. Crap. Kick out at 2 either way. Front face lock now. Kistune trying to ruin that on that little streak. But that may be a little hard to do. Dragon suplex by Miri. Takes down Kistune. Will that take her out completely? Yes, it does. The debut streak continues. Miri picks up the win. A show of respect by both competitors. Not too bad, not too bad. So now Miri comes out of the gate with a win on her debut, which I kind of saw it coming because that's how everybody's been winning. You debut, you win. It's an automatic win. So next matchup for the evening, we got ourselves almost a rematch of last week. I say almost because of the fact that these two met each other in a fatal 4-way matchup. But in either case, it'll be Hana, our women's champion. Yeah, the Dragon Manager kind of has to win. So okay. Hana will be taking on Nyx, who we saw make her debut last week. And because I just said that, and because literally the past like several fucking debuts have been wins, yeah, there's Nekota got the win last week in the multi-women matchup, and now we got ourselves a singles contest between her and the champions. We'll send it back down to ringside here. I'm really curious to see if Nekota can continue that kind of momentum that we saw last week. And if she does, it's gonna have to come at beating the women's world champion.
Female champion, the Psycho AK-47 champion.
I wouldn't think there is any other way to assert your dominance in the VWA than to defeat the champion outright. Just outright defeat the champion. Nekota wins this matchup, she'll be right up there for the championship. Again, whether or not it'll be an Invasion, who knows? Because next week on Renegade, we're gonna have a world title match between Ritaka and Taka. We could see something like that within the next few weeks as well. With the Velocities Women's Champion. But this is only the second time that we're seeing Nekota in any sort of action. Whereas we've seen Hana with a lot of action ever since the debut. I mean, you could say that Hana's been a very dominant champion all throughout the VWA. Winning the VWA Women's Championship on the first episode of Velocity. And then, even though she went on to lose the belt, she's the only person to become a 2-time women's champion. She is the only person to hold gold twice on Velocity. Twice or more, at least. And if we're getting into the bigger picture of things, pretty much all of the VWA. Say the least, Nekota, if she defeats Hana tonight, she'll be in hot contention for that belt. No doubt about it. We're in setup for this matchup here. Hana versus Nekota, champion versus possible contender? That's a mega question mark, but we'll see tonight. Hana starts off with a front face lock. Quickly wears down the newcomer. Then a collar elbow tie up. This time Nekota with an advantage. Nope, give it to Hana. Wrenches on the chin and knee to the spine. Hana looking pretty good so far, but can you say any different when she's the champion? A little knee to the head there, and a kick to the front. Hana will have her hands full within the next few weeks, so I can guarantee it. Granted, though, the more I am thinking about the championships, the more I think that the $1 Million Championship will be held in the Elimination Chamber matchup and not the world title. Because the $1 Million title, the last few super shows have been on the main event. Literally, at No Mercy, it was the main event. And at Backlash, it was the main event. If it's not the main event at Invasion, I'll be fucking amazed. Ooh. Oh, deadlift powerbomb by Nekota. Not a very easy move to pull off. Right to the head there. Hana with a counter there. On the ropes now, Hana in a suplex position. Ooh. Hold on a second. Oh! Spinning wizard from the top rope. Pretty good move, though. Pretty good move. Over to the corner. Oh, missed with the drop kick. Oh, now I wanted to say, yeah, I just now wanted to talk about this. When I say, when people do counters and I say that they miss, I know somebody may be angry at that because instead of saying, oh no, they countered the move, instead of saying they missed with it. Did it hit a target? No, then it missed. So, there you go. No one got angry yet, but that's just a habit from calling so many matches. There's a flying clothesline there off the rebound. Kick to the stomach. Here comes that straight jacket net breaker that she loves to pull out. Now cover. And a kick out at 2. Nekota not going down with one of those attacks, but could go down with the second or whatever she's going for next. Oh, wait. Submission? She may be trying to tap out her opponent. But she has a hard time locking this in, as we could just see now. Cover. Almost a 2 count. But yeah, Hana has a hard time getting that submission hold locked in. You rarely ever see Hana ever getting that move cinched in as deep as it's just a normal submission move for some reason. Oh, kick to the... Uh-oh. Is this what I think it is? Panama Sunrise. Oh! And the cover. Kick out at 2. See, I know a Panama Sunrise when I see it, because I pull that move out before in my life. That is a good move to use. Spear! A big spear. That could be it. No! Hana kicks out. The champion looking mighty scared right now. Jumping clothesline. Even if Nekota doesn't win this matchup, she'll definitely be in contention at some point. Pressing me for a champion. Oh. Hurricane Rana. It's in the middle of the ring now. What's... Elbow right to the top of the head. Clothesline. The second one. There's a heel kick. I think Hana's trying to get some momentum. She can get it here. Another one of those straight jacket net breakers. Hits it. And it quickly goes to the cover. Oh my god. Almost had it. 2 count. What's she going for now? Oh. Drop kick to the spine. Trying to possibly tighten up those muscles to go right to this submission hold. Can she lock it in? No, she can't. She still can't lock it in. One of these times that's got to come back to bite her in the ass. Nekota looking for something here. Oh! Razor's Edge into a powerbomb. Uh-oh. Oh, God, the farther away she gets, the... Oh, wait. Hana's getting up, though. I think she was probably going to go... I thought she was going to go for the spear again. And if she did, that hurt like a son of a bitch. Oh. Oh. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, now she's going for it this time. In a little bit of space. There it is. The spear. And the cover. Oh, a 2 count, though. Hana's still staying in it after 2 vicious spears. Nekota going to the top turnbuckle. They call it high risk for a reason. Oh! Top rope Hurricane Rana. And it hit. But Hana fighting back. Stall missed with the drop kick. Michinoku driver. Dead center of the ring. Oh, Hana slides out of the kick. Nekota in the corner. Oh, the double knees to the chest. And now looking forward a third time. Got it. Does the third time become the charm? Yes. Great matchup, but Hana stands victorious.
Here is your winner, the Psycho, AK-47.
The champion standing tall once again, but it looked pretty dire at times. I'm not gonna lie. That was a pretty good matchup though. That was a great matchup though. Nekota may have lost that matchup, but she may be in the cusp of a title contention at some point because of that very impressive matchup. Now we got ourselves a big rivalry matchup here for what we could possibly see as a $1 million championship matchup. Now, FeFe has been in looking at that title with vicious eyes that Petra's holding right now, and she's wanting that title. She may take it at Invasion. If anything would become a preview, it's going to be tonight. Last woman standing match between Petra and FeFe. Well, oh! FeFe outsmarting Petra. Oh, Petra not liking that. We're underway. Which I think may still be a last woman standing matchup. I'm not too sure, but either way, FeFe's got the advantage right now. Missed with the kick. Punch to the head. And a standing drop kick. That connects with FeFe. Couple kicks. I think some of them missed on marks, though. Petra looking to throw FeFe back inside the ring with some force. This has been a very chaotic start to the matchup. Stomp to the shoulder. Going with more kicks to the spine. Several kicks to the spine. Petra's really trying to wear down that. Oh! Roundhouse knee to the head. I don't think FeFe got all of it in, but definitely enough to really to knock down Petra. Stomp to the shoulder. Jawbreaker reversal. Petra. Oh! Never mind. Oh. Oh. Two separate power slam moves. One to the turnbuckle pad and one straight to the middle of the floor. That looked like it hurt. Oh! Petra was going for a low hit. And FeFe saw it coming from a mega mile away. Oh! I think that was a cutter of some sort. It wasn't the RKO. It couldn't have been, but it hit. Whatever it hit. Petra's down, but will she be down completely, though? Up at an 8. Petra going for a back suplex and hits it. champion versus potential challenger. Oh, fist drop to the head. Petra not allowing the referee to count, though. Spinebuster. Oh! That could be why. No, she's still going on the attack. Oh, attacking the legs now. Oh, but FeFe's getting right back up. Uh-oh. Clothesline. Reverse clothesline there. FeFe's down, but she may be down for the count, but I wouldn't suspect it. Well, I figured up at an 8. Missed with a kick. And now back outside the ring we go. Oh. FeFe with a counter. Oh, nice little kick to the chest there. And knocks Petra down. Oh, Petra caught whatever FeFe was going for there. Uh-oh. Snake Eye. Oh, God. Snake Eyes on the steps. Oh, kick to the leg. Oh. Little side headlock there. Side headlock takedown, and now and some damage to the neck of Petra. FeFe again back inside the ring now. Petra's up at a 5. I think that's the earliest I've ever seen somebody get up. Uh-oh. Oh, God. Oh, my God. A German suplex on the floor. I think that would knock anybody out. Oh, fuck! A kick to the... I think that was either the side of the head or damn well close to it. Another side headlock takedown by FeFe. Trying to wrench on that neck of Petra. Oh, suplex. Oh, damn. And that's a big suplex, too. All things considered, that is a big suplex. Counts at a 6. Counts at a 7. Petra back up at an 8. And back inside the ring. Uh-oh. Oh, I don't think FeFe wants to be back inside the ring. By the looks of things, this could end the matchup completely. Holy son of a bitch! Okay. Listen. I think this matchup could be done. This match could be done. I wouldn't be surprised if this matchup is done. A superplex from the top rope to the ring is one thing. A superplex from the top rope to the floor is another. I'm not surprised that's what won her the match. I'd be more surprised if Petra got the fuck up from that.
Here is your winner, FeFe.
What a statement win. What a statement win. I mean, that's how you get your message clear. That was insane. Wow. So FeFe with another big win under her belt now. I mean, sheesh. You could have made a statement without killing your opponent. Just saying. All right. Next matchup here for tonight will be a matchup that'll kind of like what we saw early on with Hana versus Nekota. This matchup here is Froot taking on Xiulan, who we saw last week also make her debut and also picking up the win in a triple threat match against her and Snuffy and Pikami, which, by the way, this matchup for tonight, I had a feeling it was supposed to be Pikami or Snuffy taking on Xiulan, but Pikami is out with an injury, so I think this was supposed to be, I think this was a last second replacement because I did not expect Froot to face Xiulan, especially so early, but send it back down to ringside for this. Again, this is a matchup though that I'm looking forward to though, because these are two great competitors that we've seen at least in the past. So I'm curious to see if Xiulan can continue the momentum that she's riding off of, the big momentum that she's riding off of from her victory last week.
Making her way to the ring from Vancouver, British Columbia, Froot.
But then again, in order for her to do that, she has to face off against Froot, who we've seen in the past has been incredibly resilient and incredibly talented, to say the least. I mean, yeah, she's been in some losing efforts before, but you gotta also think that Froot's been in the losing efforts against FeFe, IronMouse, and a couple other big studs in Velocity. But Froot has also had some success. So with that in mind, a loss here tonight by Xiulan wouldn't hurt her momentum as much as it would if it was against somebody else, more than likely. And then again, like I said, we still have Invasion within the next couple of weeks, which Xiulan could easily get herself back inside a title hunt. Because again, if you're in an Elimination Chamber matchup, all you need to do is get enough of a run to put yourself in the top 5 contenders, because it would, the contenders would all be the 5 contenders of that champion. But then again, I'm going to assume that's the $1 million championship that's going to be in the Elimination Chamber, and I think these two are going for the $1 million championship. I think. I know Froot is. I'm not so sure if Xiulan is or not. That I have no idea. I am not going to say anything about like predictions for this matchup because these two are incredibly talented competitors. But we did see Nekota earlier take a loss, and Xiulan is in the same boat as Nekota.
The X Factor Law.
The reason why I say the same boat is because Xiulan is making her second in-ring match appearance. She's actually had 3 appearances, costing Snuffy a matchup. Or no, not costing, attacking Snuffy at the end of a matchup. getting set for this next matchup here. Froot versus Xiulan. This one's going to be quite... Fatal 4-way aside, this one possibly is a match of the night. I think a match of the night would really be a good match of the night if, well, it wasn't a last woman standing matchup, because no offense to anybody who's been in those matchups, they're boring to fucking commentate after a while. A normal matchup's what I like to see, and this is just a normal matchup. After this matchup, though, we have a submission match, which is, it's alright. But I'll talk more about that in the next contest. Scoop slam by Froot. Oh, knee to the spine there. Again, like I said, a loss here by Xiulan would not hurt her momentum as much. It would still hurt it. You would be 1-1, but it'd be better than 0-2. Xiulan. Oh, what a counter. Back suplex. Froot saw the kick coming and reversed it. Reverse STO. Stomp on the leg. Oh. Oh. Little figure 4-like maneuver here. Trying to damage Xiulan's legs. Smart move. Oh, kick to the chest. That'll knock her out. 1 count. Temporary knockout. Kicks to the back again. Froot again. I'm not going to say this as a surprise. Being pretty dominant in the early going, at least. I say that because that is not surprising, considering Froot is very talented here, at least on velocity. Honestly, I could see Froot in the World Championship hunt within the next couple of weeks, but I think she's going for the $1 Million Championship, if I remember correctly, which is possibly even bigger than the Women's Championship, considering that it's been in main events several times, but who knows. Xiulan hung up on the top rope there. Then cover. 1 count. Oh. Xiulan saw the kick coming. Froot goes back to the corner. And a flying forearm to the head. Xiulan trying to get some offense in. Trying to wear out the arms of Froot. Try to go for a quick cover attempt here. Not even a 1 count. Oh. Xiulan over the top rope. Whoa. This ain't a Battle Royale match, but if it was, that would have won her the match. Oh. Missed with the kick. Oh, clothesline. Froot with that. Takes over on offense. And quickly throws her back inside the ring. Missed with the stomp. Got it with the second one. Barely. Uh-oh. Speaking of that. Ooh. Oh, neck buster. A 2 count. One of these times, that'll win her the match. She's going for something else here. Uh-oh. Oh! The Shining Wizard connects. And... no! Xiulan kicks out. Holy moly. You don't see a lot of people getting up from Shining Wizards. Shining Wizards really knock somebody out because you get kicked in the leg, so you're focused on the leg, and then next thing you know, boom, you get hit right on the head. It's such a force, too, that you get your ass almost completely knocked out, which is why a lot of times those things win you matches. Xiulan knocked out temporarily, though, as she's going back on offense. Uh-oh. Oh, powerbomb. A second one. A third one. I think she pulled out like 6 of those. 9 of those? I can't remember. One of the 2. Uh-oh. Oh. F5! That's what won her last week. Won her the match. It's not going to win her the match this time. It took her, I think, 4 of them last week to get the win. 3 or 4 of them, one of the two. Well, mainly it was also because of the fact that it was a triple threat match, so it was tougher for her to hit one, go for the cover, and get the win because of the fact that she would have to deal with somebody else at the same time. Not this week. Oh! Axe handle to the back. Oh. Camel clutch. Wrenching on the head. Froot fights out though. Stomps. Tries to slow down Xiulan from getting back up to their feet. And now dumps her to the outside. Over to the barricade. Oh, face first into the barricade. Back inside the ring. Again, not too long on the outside there. Which is very surprising by these two. Oh. She's going for that neck buster again. Oh, God. And cover. Ooh. 2 count. That almost got her. Over into the corner. Froot's going for another Panama. Oh, she's going for a Panama Sunrise of her own. Oh my God. Will that win her the match? No. Even that one won't win her the match. Granted, it possibly could have if the referee got just a tad bit there sooner. Where's she going? Where's she going? Top rope. Oh! Trying to hit the missile drop kick to the back, which would have completely knocked her completely out. But she sidestepped it. Uh-oh. Snap DDT. Like one of them desperation like moves from Froot. Oh, want to talk about desperation? Well, even that one didn't work out for her. Off the ropes. Oh, rebound elbow to the chest. Hurts a lot more than you think. Deadlift tilt-a-whirl? Oh, we've seen this maybe a few times last week. Oh! Deadlift tilt-a-whirl slam. And I think she's calling for another F5. Here comes the pain. Holy shit! Second one hits. And the second one gets her the win. Xiulan with a very impressive win here tonight. Big win for her tonight. I'm not too sure what the future holds for Xiulan, but it may be bright. It may be a bright one. Or at least in my eyes, it may be. Because the way that she's been really good in the past few weeks with being able to pull out the F5 at any given moment. Next matchup here is a submission match that we've seen already before once, but we're going to see it again as Selen will be taking on Uruka, who we have seen before in the past. This rivalry, I believe, is one that is incredibly different from the others that we've seen. Uruka has not had any sort of luck in this rivalry at any fucking capacity. Uruka's been able to get up on the upper hand, but Selen's been dominating. To say it bluntly, she's been dominating this entire rivalry. Uruka needs to get a win here tonight. But will she, though? Only time will tell. Only time will tell if Selen will eat a loss.
Making her way to the ring from the edge of reality, the Queen.
Selen's been very dominant within the last few weeks, though. So much so that if she ever takes a loss in this rivalry, I'll be amazed. We've seen a submission match already happen between these two, which Selen obviously won. Uruka could pull up an upset here. Uruka is the former $1 Million champion. She lost the belt to Petra, I believe, at No Mercy. I believe so. And ever since then, she hasn't been doing so well. What I'm hoping to see, though, is once we get these two in a big match situation, that Uruka will be able to start fighting back with much more force. I'm curious, though, to see if Selen can hold on to this sort of dominance. Not just in this rivalry, but after this rivalry. I mean, it's going to be a massive rivalry either way. Uruka, though, needs to also start focusing again back on the title that she lost. But to put this in perspective and even some context, this rivalry had started before Uruka lost the $1 Million championship. Because several weeks before the pay-per-view, Uruka took on Petra in a matchup, and Petra won that matchup with a little bit of help from Selen. So Uruka has not been happy with Selen ever since that. Which is crazy to say the least, because I have no clue why Uruka would be so mad at Selen for like a loss on Velocity. It wasn't even at No Mercy. It was on an episode of Velocity that Selen came out and helped out her gen mate. But Uruka here has been really wanting to get a 1-up on Selen, but instead of a 1-up, she's now like, what, 3 down? 4 down in this rivalry? But a win here tonight, somehow, if she does pull out a win, would be massive for Uruka. And this is a submission match. So we'll see how these two handle this. Selen is more of a technician specialist, which also means submission specialist at the same time. I've yet to see Uruka really pull off much of a submission move. Monkey flip from the corner. Selen starting off hot on offense. Now wrenching on the arms. Thank you, Kurisu. Figure 4 leg lock there. Again, this is a submission match, so every single submission hold almost as important as the last one. Oh, I thought she was going for a T-bone. Oh. That was a very delayed power slam. And a fist drop. Oh! Uruka counters back suplex. Oh! Oh. Oh, that just happened. Selen with another victory. It is not often I see disqualifications happen, but I just saw one again. Wow. All right. That was I'm speechless in a way. Because I would expect that that wouldn't have happened, especially because Uruka needs to win in this rivalry in order for her to come out looking strong, but she's instead just resorted to low blowing in a disqualification matchup. Huh. Good to know then. All right, next matchup here for tonight, our semi-main event. We are already on our semi-main event. And our first of two multi-women matchups. This next one here being a tag team matchup between Gura and Nyanners taking on Ibi and Mako. I'm going to bring up this poll here just so you can see that these teams here are very, very random because they are. I'll talk more about that here in just a second here as we take it back down to ringside. So the tag team duo of Gura and Nyanners, okay, is unique in a way because these two have been going at each other ever since fuck, I mean the first show after Backlash. They've been going at each other for almost an entire month now at this point. Gura tapped out Nyanners in their matchup on at No Mercy. And ever since then, these two are still going at each other, even though I figured it was going to be over by that point. But these two are teaming up against Ibi and Mako, which is another unique tag team because Ibi's been, I believe, just trying to find a fucking tag team partner at this point because she's been teaming up with random people within the last few weeks. So I'm curious to see what's going on within this rivalry here.
And her partner from Chesapeake, Virginia, Catherine N.Y.A.
I do also want to say this though. Gura and Nyanners may be like very, very big rivals against each other, but they work really well as a tag team. Because like they won. These two have teamed up, I believe, either once more or twice in the past, and they are undefeated as a tag team. As a tag team, they are undefeated. I have not seen them lose at all, which is surprising to say the least. You'd think at this point Gura and Nyanners would form a fucking partnership and actually work together, which would be a twist and a half. I mean, I'd expect it at this rate. If they win this matchup, fuck, it may actually happen. Because they randomly tag up against each other or with each other because for some reason, that's how this rivalry works out. And then, you know, they win the matchups, and then they're like, they're great. They work well together, and then they destroy each other. I do not understand it whatsoever. And the one who unfortunately has to suffer between all this is Evie, because she's now coming into this matchup with a loss because of this same tag team. And all she had to do last week was team up with IronMouse, which IronMouse is possibly one of the toughest SOBs in the entire fucking VWA. And they still lost. And now this week she's teaming up against Mako. And we'll see what happens between these two now. Maybe this is the right pair. Maybe this is the right pairing.
And her partner from the fifth dimension, the X Factor, Sharp.
I mean, Mako hasn't been like, you know, I'm not saying anything to degrade Mako in the VWA. It is just though that when you team up against IronMouse, I mean, there is high expectations. And then they lose that tag team matchup. And now what am I supposed to expect here from this tag team? When you're going up against a tag team that is, even though they're bitter fucking enemies against each other, when they team up with each other, they are unfucking stoppable. They are, I think, 2-0 as a duo. They're 2-0. It's insane. You can tell this rivalry is still not over. Nyanners wants to start, but Gura wants to start even more, so. Well, bell has rung. Evie will start off for her team. Oh! It was a clean break, but Evie with a wicked clothesline to the outside of the ring there. Oh, roundhouse slap, punch. Evie, holy sh... Oh! Some big punches there by Evie, but Gura coming back with some harder shots. Now inside the ring. Missed with the kick. Oh, didn't miss with that clothesline. Oh, another shot to the arm there. Big uppercut. Into the corner. Mako gets the tag in. Atomic drop and a big boot. Oh. Well, those are big shots there. Oh, and a stomp for good measure. Into the corner. Oh, missed. Whatever she was going for, she missed it. Gura gets some strikes in, gets a punch to the back. Snake eyes right into the corner. And a hard fall there. Oh, nice counter. Oh, big one. Oh, oh, oh. The forearm right across the eyes of Gura there. Wheelbarrow slam? Yes. Oh, a sit-out wheelbarrow slam. Oh. Oh, into a submission hold. Oh, Gura fights out. Gura throws her over to the corner. Oh, my lord! Oh, my God. Oh, she did it. Mako and Ibi avenged their loss from last week. Well, Ibi avenged her loss from last week. Gura's not happy with that. Nyanners know that she was so close to breaking it up, too. Lord almighty. They were that close, too. Nyanners was literally like an inch away from breaking up that pinfall. She was that damn close. I'm surprised that didn't actually happen. Because I figured that even then, Gura would have probably gotten up from that. But I think it was because of the fact that she slammed her head right against the turnbuckle pad, which made it even harder. Which I wouldn't be surprised that it looked like it hurt. So, either way, Ibi though, to talk a little bit about her, she actually ends up I think she's found herself a tag team partner. If IronMouse couldn't do the job, then Mako did. Next up is our final matchup for tonight, which is the big main event in my opinion. I mean, it's only because of the fact that it's a fatal four-way. It's a fatal four-way. These matchups are insane to commentate. I love doing these multi matchups. And it depicts four of the top competitors of Velocity against each other. Yancha, who is a former VWA Women's World Championship holder, she'll be taking on IronMouse, who I said in the last matchup is one of the toughest SOBs in all of Velocity. Taking on Lumi, who we haven't seen much of, but she is a top contender for any title that she's going for. And DM, who we also haven't seen much of, but she's been in many multi-woman matchups, and she's been very good at all of them. Almost like it's one of her specialties. Sending down to ringside for our main event for the evening. This contest is going to be insane. And I will say, though, Velocity tonight has been incredibly quick. Like, this has been one of the quickest Velocity shows I've ever had to commentate. Or it could be because of the fact that this Fatal 4-Way is going to take about 30 minutes. With how competitive everybody's going to be. Then again, I do expect this matchup to probably be just a hair under 5 minutes. With how everything's been going tonight with matchups. Looking at the polls, IronMouse with a quick one-up over everybody else. That is no surprise one bit. Not a surprise one bit. Although, I will say this, though. Out of all those four, IronMouse has had the worst luck out of everybody. Because she's had to compete in many multi-woman matchups. And had to compete in tag team matchups. I rarely ever find on the match cards that IronMouse is taking on somebody one-on-one. Because of that, you know, her record, which I believe is some like 1 and something she doesn't. She does have some wins under her belt, but most of her losses come from these kinds of matchups. The matchups where you have to, you probably will end up taking a loss, even if you aren't the one to take the loss at the same time. You're not the one being pinned or submitted. You're just down at the you're down at the wrong time, what I should say.
And her opponents. First, from San Juan, Puerto Rico, IronMouse.
I'm not entirely sure who will have the advantage in this kind of matchup. If I had to pick one, I'm coming down to go Yancha. I'm getting right into Yancha there, and I'm putting all my chips into that because of one reason, and it's only one reason: the fact that Yancha is a former world champion. She just recently lost it, but she is on the cusp of a rematch at Invasion. She could get a rematch, although more than likely it won't, because the only reason why she lost it is because of a rematch. IronMouse needs to have a title match at some point, which is possible.
And from Helsinki, Finland, Louis.
Lumi is a competitor that I have no doubt in my mind will end up being in part of some sort of massive contest for a championship. Honestly, she is one of the top contenders of the world championship at this point, but I'm not too entirely so sure if that's going to be the case after tonight. The winner of this match, though, is going to get a huge boost in momentum, though. You're facing off against 3 of the top competitors in Velocity. You are going to get a momentum shift in your favor if you win tonight. And unlike the matchup with Xiulan and Froot from earlier, the losers of these matchups, I would not be surprised if their momentums get shot because of a loss tonight. Because again, you're losing to some top contenders. Now, unless you lose in quite a dramatic fashion, maybe you aren't the one being pinned, or maybe, who knows? Who knows? I can only predict, I can't spoil. Because I don't have, I wouldn't be able to if I could.
And from Toronto, Ontario, Canada, Girl Dynamite.
Big matchup here for both DM and Lumi because they haven't had. I say that they are top contenders, but it's only because they're like the only competitors left that really they haven't had enough matches to really say. So many competitors have lost big matchups that at this point you could come from out of nowhere and be a #1 contender for the world title if you just win one matchup. Case in point, Miri. Because I believe, I'll have to look after this, but I think she's right already into the top 10. into the championship that she's wanting to go for. If it's the world title, though, I highly doubt that she'll be battling for that at Invasion, though, because I seriously doubt that we'll see the world championship in the Elimination Chamber matchup. And I'm not saying that, I'm not saying that if it doesn't, that I'm going to make it happen. No. I'm curious as to if the $1 Million Championship will be put under the same spotlight as it has been the past few Super shows, being in the main event. Main event time, we got Yancha taking on IronMouse, taking on Lumi, taking on Girl DM, all looking for a shot for the world title. It's underway. Snap suplex from Lumi, and a Samoan drop from DM. Falls do not count anywhere in this matchup, although it really should. It's a very, very hotly contested matchup, though. There's a leg sweep there by Yancha. IronMouse is doing pretty good right now in her battle. Because it is a fatal 4-way, you are going to be seeing about just 2 battles. Now they roll outside the ring, but again, falls don't count anywhere. Falls count there, where Yancha's now covering Lumi, but she'll only get a 1 count there. Oh. IronMouse now going right after Yancha. Well, that's a battle I like to see outside of tonight. Yancha versus IronMouse. Those two big stars, at least in the VWA. Meanwhile, DM and Lumi are battling each other. And now Yancha, oh my god, with that release German on the outside there. Again, what's inside the ring is what matters the most, though, right now. So now we're back to square one where we are with the battles. Yancha going after Lumi and DM going after IronMouse. Best strategy, though, is even though you want to pull off some offense. Oh, that was a random twist in the battles. Anyways, the one thing you do want to do in these kinds of matchups, you want to allow your opponents to really dish out offense on everybody else. Because if you're not the one dishing out the offense, but your opponent is, you could take advantage at any given moment. That's how a lot of people have won these matchups. Oh, knee right to the gut there. And a senton. Oh. Yancha with Lumi in the tombstone pile driver position. And a big frog splash from DM to Mouse on the outside. Good fucking god. Yancha looking for the suplex pile driver. Ah! To say that that's won her matches would be a literal understatement. Oh, IronMouse with a miss. Oh, DM didn't miss that. Oh. Luthez press onto Lumi. Lumi's taken enough damage that anything could be the final blow at this rate. If nobody could break up the pinfall in time, which is possible when you are on the outside, you can do more damage, but it's such a big disadvantage, especially when your opponent just hits a stunner and you're all the way out there. Oh, Lumi kicked out just by mere fate did she kick out of that stunner. Trying to call some of the bigger battles. Lumen throws IronMouse right into the ropes and misses wildly with the drop kick, but she got some air on that though, like mega air. DM and Yancha, oh my god, that is a hard shot there by DM. Oh, Lumi with a reversal. Oh, they're teaming up on Mouse in the corner there. Uh-oh, DM. Oh, no, this may actually end it. Oh, this may end it. Pop-up powerbomb. All competitors on the foreseeable... Oh, my God, she's still kicked out. How? How? How did that happen? I'm surprised she's kicked out of a suplex pile driver, a stunner, and a pop-up powerbomb. She's taken all 3 of her opponents' finishers and kicks out at 2. How the fuck does that happen? Oh my God, superplex from the very top rope. Oh my God. DM, smart. Get the hell out of the ring there. Uh-oh. Working on the legs. Oh my God. Down to the shoulder. A reversal there. Uh-oh. Lumi. Twist of fate. Yancha interrupts whatever Lumi was doing, which could have been... Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh, backwards uppercut. Uh-oh. IronMouse in trouble. Tombstone. And the cover. 1, 2, and 3. Called it. I called it.
Here is your winner, the Psycho.
Hey, I put all of my chips into that basket. And because Yancha is a former world champion, I knew that she had the advantage here. Hey, I called it. No, but for real, what a match. What a match. I mean, okay, I gotta say this, though. I gotta say this before we end off this show with the recap. Okay. Lumi, though, showed some incredible resilience with kicking out of all three of her opponents' finishers. Lumi could have easily lost the match as soon as IronMouse hit that stunner, if not when DM hit that powerbomb from the ropes. Okay. But she didn't. She kicked out at all of them. First Yancha's tombstone and the suplex pile driver, which has shown that that move can easily put away opponents. Then IronMouse's stunner, which if anybody's taking that move, you don't get up from a stunner. That's simple as that. And a pop-up powerbomb. And she still kicks out at 2. What fucking resilience by Lumi. But in all of this, though, Yancha looked mighty strong with that win over IronMouse and the other 2 opponents. With a tombstone onto IronMouse to seal the deal. I mean, DM was also in the middle of attacking Lumi, but you take advantage. You take advantage of that situation. That's what happens. That's what happens. You win matches like that. That is how you win these sorts of matchups. You take advantage of other people's battles. I've seen it happen multiple times, and Yancha shows it off again here tonight. We saw Miri with her debut at a win over Kistune. A pretty big matchup, though. It was a good matchup. I expected a massive squash match. I didn't get that. I'm surprised. Hana victorious over Nekota, although that matchup was also very good. Petra versus FeFe in the last woman standing matchup, with FeFe getting the win with a big ass superplex from the inside the ring to the outside. If Petra got up from that, I would have been like this. There was no other way you could finish off that kind of match. Then we had Froot versus Xiulan, which Xiulan won. Which we may not see the last of those 2 battling. Who knows? Selen picking up the disqualification victory over Uruka in the submission match because fuck logic. Ibi and Mako take home the W for their team against Gura and Nyanners, and Nyanners just came up a hair short for breaking up the winning pinfall. And then in our main event for tonight, we had Yancha victorious over IronMouse, Lumi, and DM. Oh my lord, what a match. What a show. It was a quick show, but a quick show is never a bad show. Never. Got 2 more shows before the Invasion pay-per-view, so we still have a couple more questions left to be answered in terms of who will be facing who at for champions. Because again, at Invasion, I have to keep talking about this because there's new people coming in at every single show. I need to stress this out. We're gonna have 2 Elimination Chamber matchups at Invasion, which is a super show, a super duper show, I should call it, because it is hosted by both Velocity and Renegade, which those kinds of shows aren't often. Those 2 Elimination Chamber matchups will have 1 championship match from both shows on the line. So, or that could also be 2 Renegade matchups in those chambers, or 2 Velocity. It could be 1-1 or 2 for each show. Who knows? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So I'm going to predict that if it is both 1-1, I'm going to predict the world title for Renegade and the $1 million title for Velocity, but again, I'm not 100% certain that is the case. We'll find out who are going to be the contenders for those matchups though later on. Okay, we're going to look at the top 5, and whoever's in the top 5, they have a big shot at becoming a new champion. Who knows? Who knows what will happen? I'll be back next week for both Renegade and Velocity again. Tomorrow night, I think I have the collab with Rin and Foray, and me streaming, getting over it just a couple hours, or maybe a couple more minutes afterwards. Depends on how long we stream that night. It's a double stream tomorrow night, so I'm looking forward to that. Thank you all so much for tuning in for tonight's VWA action. This will conclude it for this week, and I'll be back tomorrow night with more streams, and next week with more VWA. Take care. Good night.